Yes, standards of modesty are part a matter of intent and a part of matter of social perception. If within your society there is a social practice that is usually associated with vulgarity, then it is immodest to engage in that practice. Let me repeat that. If in your social context there is conduct that is usually associated with vulgarity, then it is immodest to engage in that conduct. So if in your society it is immodest to spit, and you go around spitting, learn your society. If in your society it is immodest for men to go around holding hands, learn that practice. Learn the symbolisms of your society. If in society certain physical movements are performed by immodest people, then these are the parameters socially defined. It's a matter of intention and matter of social practice. To try to disconnect modesty from a social context is completely missing the point of why the Prophet ﷺ urged us to be modest. If you actually look at the conduct of the companions and look at what type of things made the Prophet blush, there were very culturally specific type of jokes that if you repeated today, they would make no one blush. Now, what if someone induces blushing artificially just to imitate the Prophet? Is that modest? No. If it doesn't have the social meaning that it did. So understand modesty in its full meaning, because it's a moral virtue. It's not a law, it's a moral virtue. And like all virtues are impoverished and deprecated by stone-cold laws. If you reduce virtue to a cold, stone-cold law, the virtue shrivels up and becomes meaningless. Virtues are much bigger than laws. Laws can only aspire to fulfill a virtue, but they can never become the virtue. That is hikmah, that is wisdom. And if you people understand that, don't ever reduce virtues to simple laws. Laws are always much bigger than virtues. So that's on the issue of modesty. Yeah, virtues are always bigger than laws. What did I say? Okay. Yeah, virtues are much bigger than laws. And laws are only approximations, and often poor approximations of virtues. They can aspire to fulfill the virtue, but they're always incomplete and deficient. And that's why laws need constant renewal and constant re-scrutiny and reanalyzation, because laws could just completely miss the boat after a period of time. And that's what precisely Imam Shafi'i, when he would talk about, laws changing with time and place, that's what these fuqaha were talking about, is that laws are there to fulfill virtues. And you have to always ask, is the law fulfilling the virtue, or is it missing the boat? Is it now pointless? So look at the virtue of modesty and the way that it tenderizes the heart. The point is that you're not a vulgar human being. You're not a crass human being. You're not a showy human being. Now, there, I see there's this field of fashion hijab. Some of it is very beautiful, and if the point is to show that you can wear a hijab and be a beautiful human being and be pleasing, it is society that gives it whether that is immodest or immodest. If you're wearing something very expensive, with diamonds and stuff like that poor people can never dream of, then it's immodest. If you're wearing something that is very tasteful and beautiful and makes it look desirable in the hearts and minds of people, then it's modest. And of course, a lot depends on the person who wears it. With what attitude do you wear it?